right now because this car needs to be refilled up like us sometime when we are on E. And today I just wanted to come on real quick to just say hello to you guys. It's Monday Madness or Maniac Monday. I don't know how you all say it, but you know what? We got to keep it positive up in here, even though we are going through certain things. Um, on the other side, nobody need to know all of that. But today I just want to share with you guys that something that I've been thinking about for a little bit. Sometimes we just want to be the best wife, the best mother, the best friend. We want to be the best sister, the best auntie, we're striving to stretch ourselves throughout all of these different venues because we sometimes think that we can do it, that we can reach out and we can just fill up everybody's cup and not knowing that ours is going on E and empty. Today I had to sit back just now because I was like, man, I want to be the best mother that I can be. I want to make sure that my kids know that I'm there for them when my daughter calls in and she want to talk about certain things. When my son, he wants to have certain things. When my brother calls in, I want to be able to be there for him. When my sisters in Christ, when my brother, I want to make sure for me. And then I come to the realization that I'm not God, guys. I cannot do it. I can't. I can't do it. I want to be there. And it's hard when you are already built a certain way to dot others T, dot others people's I and cross everybody else's T because you feel like that's the right thing to do. Hi, Sister Kadisha. How are you today, sister? Hope all is well. I'm sitting here at this charger and just reminiscing, on how we try to dot everybody's I and cross everybody's T. And in reality, we're not God. We are not able to do such things, the impossible things to reaching out and being everything to everybody else. And running on E and not giving herself time to recover. My daughter texting started out from this morning. I was outing fires. My nephew, my brother, finally he got into his place, his location that he was staying in. And to that point, which was yesterday, of him moving into his own place. Remember, I shared that story with him, telling you guys that, to keep him in prayers. And I shared with you guys really open feelings of my from my heart of how my brother, from last year to this year, how he did his 360. So he finally officially moved into his place. But guys, for the last 3 weeks, he has been through some turbulence. I don't know if you want to call it tribulation, turbulence. You could see where he was stripped of everything, and only God, you could see the supernatural just working and putting the pieces back together. It was this close to losing the closing of his place, and up to yesterday, everybody was on thin ice. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, you're living from um a hotel to a motel, a hotel to a motel, and now you're officially in your place." But it was not nobody else doing but God's doing. So that is out of the way. Thank God I could have sleep good last night. I could have sit down and decide, you know what, I'm not gonna, you know, think too much about God's doing and knowing that God's alignments for everybody is going to be at a different pace. So for me, running on E was because I've been just tapping out everybody else's fire. And right now, when my daughter reached out to me, she sat there and she's like, "Mommy, I need this," and I'm trying to do that. And then I'm wondering sometimes, am I really that mother that you can go in there and is she, when she see me, does she see like somebody that's always going to be there, somebody that could figure it out for her? Or I am just that mom that she's hoping that, boy, I hope she's listening to me today because I really, really want her attention. I don't know how I portray to my kids, but my kids are very good children. They're very respectable. We don't expect nothing else other than respect, because we made sure that we were there for them. And both my kids, I don't have any issues with them. But sometimes as parents, we doubt ourselves. Sometimes we may raise our voice a little bit too loud because we're overexhausted. That's one thing I've come to the conclusion as well, that when we get overexhausted with other people's scenarios, we can tend to hinder our surroundings and our little circle. So I caught myself even yesterday, like trying to breathe and count to 10 because, that little snapping mechanism of like, didn't you hear what I said? Like, and I'm like, do they deserve me to get to that point? Or it was just, it was me that needed a little bit more patience. And I was like, Lord, I don't know if I can handle saying that. I told you already that I wanted patience, but right now you've been giving me all these scenarios and I don't like these scenarios because then I have to develop these patience in the process and it's overwhelming for me. Okay. It's very overwhelming. But at the end of the day, guys, I just want you to know that sometimes we it's okay to reminisce and to start dotting the I's and crossing the T's for yourself. Minister Myers always talk about, mastering yourself on a daily basis, mastering being better at you daily instead of, you know, waiting for so long to correct certain things that need to be corrected. You know what needs to be corrected. I know that I needed to correct myself and think a little bit more before I respond and not being flying off the handle every so often. And I also know that I need to give myself time in order I need to give myself time as well in order to recover so that I can start seeing clarity. Because when you're bogged down with everybody else's junk, like myself that I did myself for the last 3 weeks, you're not seeing clearly, and then you spasm. And the people that's in front of you, your little surroundings, they don't deserve your little spasms. Okay, so I'm checking myself. I'm calling myself out because I think that I need to work a little bit more on that because my daughter didn't need my snap today for no reason. Okay, so I'm holding it back. Hold y'all pebbles for a little bit. Just give Paulette 24 hours to 48 hours, and you could bring those pebbles back. Because right now, this wagon is a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, but going back to my brother, he moved into his place. I'm giving you guys update, and it was all God. It was everything was out of his control. We were not seeing anything, and it's hard to talk about sometimes when things are going good for you, everything going good to you, and then you look to the right and your left and you have a brother or a sister out there that is just in the struggle, but they're fighting in the struggle, and you just it's nothing wrong with a little support, a little extra prayer. Sometimes all we can do is pray for them, to make sure that they can get out of that struggle that they're in. But my brother, I had to watch him become a man. And yesterday he got his key, guys. This man got his key. And he said, I did it with me and the universe. Because I told you guys he's still working on himself. So he says the universe, which God created the whole world and the whole universe. So I'll take that for right now. Okay. We're going to work on him after. But right now that was better than nothing. Okay. But that's where we're standing, guys. Doing things and thinking that we can control everything and we can't. And I needed to let go. And in life, even right now, I love control. I love being in control, but I have to know that you're not in control, Paulette. Things happen without you, and you can't do nothing about it. Sometimes you just got to watch it. Just watch it, just fly by, and you're like, boy, if I could just say something. But no, you don't say nothing. Just watch it fly by you because the Lord is going to always kick in the right timing. He's going to kick in the right timing. And my brother said yesterday when he got his key, he said, you know what? He said, I see how God works. And he's working not on my timing and nobody else's timing because everybody was chiming in and supporting. He's working on his timing with my alignment. I say, oh, my brother had a little word yesterday. He said, on the Lord's timing and alignment, he was working on him, and nobody couldn't do nothing with it. He had to do his corrections on his own. So, like I always say, pray for people. Try not to judge people. All this judgmental thing is not going to get you nowhere, nor the person that you so say you so love. Just pray for them and just carry them if they need to be carried. And sometimes, we just got to let them fall sometime and watch them, and you encourage them to stand back up and keep pushing forward. And eventually, guys, remember, we are not God. God is going to be doing what he's supposed to do with his alignment to the individual that he's working on. So I don't care how much you pick them up. I don't care how much you throw them across your back. I don't care how many pebbles and rocks you picked out of their cart to throw in your cart because you just want to make life easier for them. You are not helping them. What you're doing is you are doing dishonesty, okay? And you are disabling them. So let them learn, allowing them to grow through growing pains. Hello, everybody. Hope all is well with you guys. Let me see what's up in these comments. Hope everybody's doing good. Sister Kadisha, thank you guys for coming in, guys. If you guys are just coming in, go ahead and hit that like button. Paulette is just talking in regards to how we must let go and allow things to grow on its own without us trying to tamper with God's doing. And God's timing is not our timing. Okay? It's his timing, and he's not going to come when we want it. He's going to come right on time. By the way, last thing, my brother was like 1 hour away from having to book another night at a motel, and change was low, everything was low, okay? And just within that hour, the lady turned around and said, "Oh, I will rent you this location. You could come and I'll hand you the key. Few minutes and I'll get over and come over to get everything done." And he just moved in last night. So you see how things go? And everybody's stressing, and he was getting depressed. I mean, literally to see a grown man cry because they're trying so hard, but the source was not not people. Your source is God. So when you're going through the stress and you're going through the struggle, I could call my sister all day. I could call my brother all day. I could call mommy. I could call daddy. I could call everybody. It's out of their control. You got to call on God. That is the source. That's the one that's going to make it happen for you. So I understand that we are humans and we just love to connect and like to share and all that good stuff. If I'm not mistaken, Sister EFP had a little short out, but be careful who you're sharing your stuff with. Not everybody wish you well. Not everybody want your best for you. Not everybody genuinely care. So at the end of the day, be very cautious who you're sharing your stuff with. But God is never going to talk on you. He ain't going to share your secret. It's going to be between you and him. And you and him has to work things out. And sometimes that's the best way to go. That's the best way to go. I love him to know all those situations that's going on. But my brother got it out of the way. And he got his own place, 2 bedrooms, okay? Single father, 2 bedrooms. He tested, furnished his place. He got his kids their bunk bed, his girls. He has 2 girls and he have a boy, but the boy is on the mainland and they're not with him. But his girls is with him. So he was just so excited that he could do something that he did and nobody helped him. And trust me, that's the best feeling as a sister, to know that a brother that was disabled with having everybody else to help him for so long, all his life, and just before he hit 40, he decided, I could do this myself. I don't need your help. And they don't want no help either. Isn't that great? Ain't God good? I was so happy, guys. I was like, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Go ahead. Take him over, Lord. Take him over. Change him. Only you can do it, Lord. He did it. He did it. And I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him. It's a joy when you see other people just breaking loose and breaking free, and they have their little, moment. His God moment just stepped in, and they could acknowledge who the source was that helped them move from point A to point B, and it wasn't them by themselves. It didn't do anything. They were just the the means to an end that was used, that vessel, in order to make it happen. They put the actions in, and the Lord activates. That's the process. And prayer as well. Let me see. Hello, Sister Tanya. Hope all is well. Brother John. Gabe, how are you? Hope all is well. Sister Tanya said, congratulations, Sister Shelly. Sister Shelly is up in here. Where is Sister Shelly? Well, congratulations, Sister Shelly. Not sure what that is. Hi, Jinx. Jinx, what do you mean you're not Jinx? You're Jinx. Okay, Daniela. I had a 20% chance of a tornado. tornado, and one just spawned. Oh my gosh, are you okay, Jinx? Pray all is well with you. Oh my gosh, be safe, guys. Are you safe now, Sister Davis, from the tornado? Well, who happened to hit the tornado? Davis. It was not Sister Davis, Sister Tanya. It is Jinx. Jinx is the one that's up in here. Hello, Sister EFP. How are you? Welcome in. Hope all is well with you, and the family. But let me see, Sister EFP. Amen. But yes, guys, that's where we're at this point in time. Just wishing everybody well. Wish everybody well. Today's Monday. Did you check in? I'm checking in right now because I'm letting you all know, top of the hour, where we standing, okay? Paulette needs some prayers, because I can't do it all. And I need to stop trying to think that I can solve all the issues, even though I'm built like that. If you give me a problem, I'm going to fix it. I'm a fixer. Don't tell me a situation that you're struggling with, because by nature, I'm going to work on trying to help you solve that scenario. Okay, that's where I am at. I've always been that way. So I think it was the other day, I told somebody, I said, you know what, don't tell me an issue, because Paulette's going to fix it. If you don't want me to fix it or try to assist to fix it, then don't tell it to me. Okay, because I'm not the ignoring type kind. I listen. You may not think I didn't hear everything that you said. I did. I heard everything. I may not question it yet, but I'll go back. Like right now, I need to go and ask a few more questions to individuals. Like, I heard you mention so and so. How is so and so? Cause and is everything okay? Remember that follow up, follow through type. You check in, and then it may not happen right then and there, but in due timing, you're going to be like, okay, how are you doing here? I remember you mentioning this. Is this, on the other hand, is that good? And they'd probably be like, I remember just a few months ago, something like that happened. I was like, well, so how is so and so? How did you know that? Because you told it to me when we were having a conversation. They were like, oh, I thought you weren't hearing, you didn't, because you were busy. I was like, no, I heard everything. I just was not able to interact right then and there, but I heard it, and I just want to make sure that I want to touch base on it. Is everything good to go? Is everything, blah, blah, blah. You just ask to make sure, let people know, do it with intentions. Do your thing with intentions, okay? Oh, no, I put the wrong names. It's okay, Sister Tanya. Jinx. She don't even let me slide. When Jinx is up in here, Jinx don't even let me slide. She'll be checking me in 2 seconds. Like, hey, you said this person name, and it's the other person name. I'm like, Jinx, okay. All right, then. Okay. Oops, I did it again. But yes, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for chiming into Life with Paulette. Like I mentioned to you, it's Monday. Make sure you do your check-ins with your loved ones. Make sure that you make your check-ins intentional, and don't forget to follow up and follow through. You'll never know how much joy you could place in that individual's heart that really just want to know if they are noticed, and that somebody care, because we can just be working so much, we could be so busy doing nothing, that we forget what's important, and that is to check in and follow up and follow through. Any questions with you guys having here? How's your day? Sister EFP, are you back? How is everything going with you, sister? Hi, Mrs. Jackson. How are you? Hope all is well with you today. If you're just coming into Life of Paulette, don't forget to hit that like button. I'll appreciate it. And, it's check-in Monday. And I always make sure that I encourage you guys to go and talk or check in with individuals that you have not checked in with yet. Follow up, follow through. Maybe it's been a week since you heard from them. You never know what people are going through. Make sure that you guys are making it intentional to check in. It's very important. It's very important. You don't have to be long. It don't have to be a conversation. It could be a text, a nice little message letting people know that you think about them, that you're thinking about them, that you care. That's all. Because most of us are so busy, especially in this economy where everything gone up. Everything, bread, rice, milk is so expensive. You're trying to figure out how to put your ends and meet your ends, and other individuals are doing the same thing. It's not that you're not on their mind, or you're not on their mind. It's just that life is life, and life not gonna stop for us. So at the end of the day, you may feel, well, so and so could have touched me, or the other person be like, well, you should have touched me. Oh, hush your face. The moment you remember, you go ahead, send a nice little text, let them know you're thinking about them, and that's it. And both of you busy, so nobody can get on the phone for 2 million years and have a conversation for hours. Nobody can do that anymore. I can barely have a conversation now when I'm on the phone. Why? Because I do live, I work. So most of the time, if you call me, I'll be very cordial at the beginning. I say, listen to me now. I'm working, but I can put you in my ears, and I could go on mute, and you could talk all you want, you know. And that's what been working so far. But a lot of time, I'm working. I'm working, you know, and when I'm working and you're working, we all getting that money. We may not be able to have those nice little, 2 million years conversations. It don't work like that. Not in this economy, not with milk being like $6 a gallon, girl. Okay, so long story short, like I mentioned to you guys, make sure that you are checking in with intentions, that you're following up and following through with intentions. And just remember that you may text and you may not get a feedback right away. Just know that everybody is busy, that everybody is doing something because life is life and they may be going through something right now. You may be going through something right now. And you're like, Paulette, how did you read my mind? And I'm like, because I'm going through it too. You ain't going through it by yourself. We all going through something. Okay, we all have life in, and we just got to learn how to maneuver and how to make sure that whatever we respond towards the situation, that it be Christ-like. That's all. Let me come off this charger. Give me 1 second, guys, before they start charging me an arm and a leg. Okay, sisters, I am back, brothers. Mrs. Jackson said, so true. Yes, ma'am. It is so true. How life be life with us, and then we all having situation where you just you just need a little extra. Hello, how you doing? I'm thinking about you. You know, and that's all you need. Let me tell you. Sometimes you just get that hello, how you doing? A bitty good eve to you, and that can last for like another week. You'd be like, okay, so and so is okay. Let me check in another week, maybe 2 weeks from now. And by the way, if you get to the moment where you're in your feelings, like, well, they didn't check me, and I ain't checking them. Like, stop. Just stop. Just know that everybody is going through something, and you never know why they didn't check you. You check them. And don't worry about who checked first and who checked second, who checked third. Who cares? You check. You make sure you check. And that's all that matters, okay? Oh, alrighty then. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off of this because I've been talking now and it's already 22 minutes, and I need to get back to my shmoney. It's already 1:35 here, but um I finished charging, and I only have my phone, by the way. This is my phone. My other phone I had to lend to hubby, so I don't have my normal phone with me. My two phones anymore. I only have one. And as soon as somebody call in here, girls, y'all gonna be muted, okay? So I don't want all that to happen, but I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming on here and keep coming back to Life with Paulette for these nice little conversations of our daily encounters and daily situations. This is life. This is life. I don't want y'all to feel like, you know what, oh my God, Paulette got it all good over there. Yeah, maybe in certain areas, but I'm still thriving in other areas. I'm human, okay? I'm human. There's feasts up in this worship, okay? There's lots of feasts up in this worship, but I'm just saying we're not perfect, okay? We are striving on a daily basis, and who's going to tell you that you need to strive a little harder but yourself? Okay, you tell yourself, Paulette, you need to strive a little harder, girl. Check yourself. Okay, don't worry about nobody else. Check you. Check you. Okay, you see this? Let's do it together. Check yourself. You do it, like gangs. You do it like, check yourself and leave everybody else. Just pray for them. Just pray for them. Okay, I love y'all. A bitty goodie, babies. Bye bye. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye, babies. Whoop whoop.